So the previous videos were all about multicast over IPv4, and I wanted to bring this video to you to help you to do a multicast over IPv6. So it works very much like IPv4 with just a few quirks at the configuration end. So I'll run those through with you so that if you wanted to do this on your own PC you could do, just as a lab learning exercise. So over on the multicast server here we'll have a red screen on the background, and we'll also have a blue background on the receiving client. And what I plan to do is just to do a demonstration just to show you how the multicast goes through to the client, and then I'll show you a few show commands and a few commands on the Cisco routers I've got and how they've got set up. So let's get into the server and the client now and show you how those are configured. So over on the server, the way I do this, like on the previous videos, is to stream it through VLC Media Player. So if you load up this and do media and do stream, you're going to stream the data. I'm going to add the file and select stream and select next. So when it comes to stream the output, I like to see it locally, so I'll select that, and you want to select RTP MPEG transport stream and do also add. So this is the address you want to send it to. Now with it being IPv6, I've got an address here which is a multicast address, and on the stream name you can make up your own stream name, but just remember to put TTL equals 10 at the end of that, and you just need a comma between the name and the TTL. So click next, turn off the active transcoding and click next. So here we have the actual path, and you'll see that the TTL is so it's a whatever your name is, comma TTL equals, I've put 10. What it means is it's the bouncers through the routers really. If you don't put that in there, you'll find that the stream won't go through the first router. So before I click stream, I'm going over to the client machine. This is the receiving client, and select the VLC media player and click media. So you open network stream on here, and the configuration is RTP : //. Then you've got a square bracket, and then you do the IPv6 address, and then you do a closed square bracket, and you do a colon, and you do the port number. So the way this is set up is you can't have the port number in colons because it upsets your IPv6 address, so that's why you need to have that in a square bracket sort of configuration. So what I'm going to do is press play now, and that's going to open the stream from the client end. It's now requesting that stream be sent to it, and over on the server I'm going to press stream. So off that goes now. So we should now be able to go over to the client and see the client. And I've had this before where it doesn't quite come up straight away, and the routers have got to sort something out before that comes through. So there you are, it comes through. So the key takeaway is this: it might not work straight away. and it might need a little bit of time for the routers to sort it out. So if you run it again, it seems to run straight away, and that's because the routers are sorting out the best path to send the stream. So what I'm going to do is just go back to the sending stream, and if I press play again, let's see if this comes through a little bit smoother this time. So it does, it's worked it out, got the best path, and is able to stream a lot more efficiently. So I'm going to pause on there. I'm going to pause on the section there, and what I'm going to do is go over to the router and show you some of the configs which are necessary for this to work. So a couple of useful commands to sort of go through with you is I may well just do a full config for you on the router 1, and so if you want to run through this yourself, you can pretty much so you can sort of stop the video and copy down the config. So I'll run through that with you. So as that comes through now, first thing I want to just draw your attention to is that I've got an IPv4 address pool, and this is because it works on a DHCP on the IPv4, and for it to work on IPv4 you're going to need the IP multicast routing. So on the IPv6 you've got IPv6 multicast unicast routing, and also you've got multicast routing, so you need those two commands. I've also got an IPv6 DHCP pool set up on this to give a IP to the server, which are here. So a couple of configs on the loopback as well. So running through the different interfaces here. So OSPF set up on this topology, both in IPv4 and IPv6. So very important thing to have on for IPv6 and for IPv4 is the IPIM IPPIM RP address, and for the IPv6 PIM RP address, which are both loopbacks on the router 2. So that sort of finishes off sort of a quick run through on router 1. Perhaps just run through a few things with you on the way that I set this up for the setup on the topology. Okay, one time saver I want to introduce to you is the TCL shell, and if you type in the tclsh and then you type in a for each command on the var and ping all the addresses, it's a really good way of pinging all the addresses so that you know that they're all reachable. So that's going to first, it loads up all the IPv6 addresses, and then it will send a ping to all the IP addresses. So I'll put that command on screen so that you can copy this down. Really useful command. So press return on that, and then it starts pinging all the addresses, just checking you've got connectivity to all your IPv6 addresses. And you can use IPv4 addresses, works the same way. So to get out of this, you do tcl quit, and that gets you out. Okay, so back to the topology now. So just a little bit of show commands. You've got show IPv6 topology, and you've got show IPv6 neighbor, and you've got show IPv6 mroute. So show IPv6 pim neighbor just shows that you've got connectivity to this is the link local address for router 2, router 3 and router 4, which were configured locally to be that. And another useful command is topology. Like this command because it shows you the RP address. So here is the RP address. It's hidden on some kernel panic that's happening there. I'll just repeat that. Okay, here we go. So this is important that you get this RP showing up on this command. Okay, so really interesting to bring this multicast over IPv6 for you. Please give me a thumbs up and let me know any comments. Thank you.